Welcome to the Women in Tech podcast series, brought to you by Wisconsin Tech Month. This series is all about shining a light on the women who are driving change and breaking barriers in tech. Each episode is about celebrating their journeys, successes, and the impact they're making in our industry. Let's hear their stories.
I started my career path as a financial and category planner in merchandising. I never thought I'd go into technology, but I really found that I enjoy the digital space. I, was highlighted as somebody to join the technology team for launching an e-commerce site. And that really got me excited about technology, and kind of working as a business user on a technology space really improved my interests. And so then I kept, putting my hat in the ring for additional projects. And there was one meeting I had, at a point in a kind of a fork in the road, where a VP of HR said, "Amy, do you want to continue in technology, or do you want to go back to merchandising?" And I said, "I don't know," and she goes, every company will have a website in the future. Not every company will have merchandising. I continued down the path to, kind of pursue a career path in technology and e-commerce. I think as a woman in technology, you sometimes face adversity in the fact that our traditional IT spaces really are male dominated. And there's a lot of male colleagues that you work with. So you have to really be able to work collaboratively across lots of teams. But I think once you set your reputation and identify things that you're strong in, people really understand that you can be a team player. And I definitely educate and encourage my teammates and my colleagues to not use the word girl in the workplace, because it definitely demotes or kind of deprioritizes the effectiveness. And I think that going forward, the use of women is much a stronger word and gives you more credibility. Yeah, I think women look at things in two perspectives. Sometimes at the high level, at the tree, above the forest, but a lot of women get into the details and look for reasons why a project or technology might have risks, and identifies them earlier and kind of highlights them. Sometimes people see that as a negative, but I think it makes the project go smoother long term. To be aware of, don't forget about when you're implementing a new technology. Oh, I've had a career path that's definitely not the tradition, not a crescendo all the way up, right? I think people think you have a linear step every time in your career path, and that's not reality. Life and challenges come up, whether it's with the organizations you're working with, or, COVID definitely impacted kind of my career path as well. So one of the challenges, I faced a company that went through bankruptcy, right? How do you work through that? How do you learn from that and absorb all you can, and then take that to your next role? And I think that's one of, an interesting challenge in my career path. During COVID, I decided to take a role as a project manager instead of, managing people. And so that worked better with my family life at the time. Then when, a few years later, changes occurred in our organization, I was back into e-commerce and able to continue my, career path leading teams and digital strategy. I love the people that I get to work with. I think tech brings a lot of smart people together that enjoy the digital space. Technology crosses and solves so many issues working in the digital space, you also get to work with the business to listen to their problems, woes, strategies, goals, ideas, and bringing technology to help those business users, whether it's internal or your external customers on the website or other applications that support technology or support our customers. I love that you get to work across multiple teams. Oh, be curious, continue to learn, and always be willing to admit when you don't know something, because technology is changing so significantly in today, and with machine learning and AI, it's going to continue to adjust, and you need to keep learning and be curious about the new technologies. Don't make assumptions that you don't want to learn or you already know something. So just continue to ask questions and then admit when you don't know something so that you can learn more. Yeah, if you'd like to connect with me, I'm happy to connect with you on LinkedIn under Amy Schultz.
And that's it for today's episode of the Women in Tech series. A big thank you to our guest for sharing her story and inspiring us all. Make sure you check out all of the amazing things that are happening during Wisconsin Tech Month. There is so much to discover, from workshops to panels to networking events. Stay connected with our incredible community of tech leaders and innovators throughout the month of October. Thanks for listening.